It's currently 11:45. Finished my training, sauna. Recorded some content afterwards. Came back from my walk, which was about an hour and a half, and now here I am making a YouTube video. Now, one thing I want to emphasize before I go even further into this video is that I know for a fact that I talk a lot about, stuff like self-development, self-improvement, all these things, but just to make it very clear, right? I am nowhere near the level of personal development that I want to be at, right? I still have a lot of struggles. I got a lot of things to work on. And at the end of the day, I am on my journey as well, right? This YouTube video, I think it's a great way to actually document that journey, right? For example, 1 year down the line, I will post a YouTube video and I'm gonna look back, a year back and look at this video, for example, and think to myself like, wow, I've genuinely grown a lot as a person. My speaking got better, this got better, that got better by God's permission. And another thing that I will say is that this YouTube video right here is probably going to be one of the most valuable piece of content that you've probably ever come across, honestly, because what I'm gonna say in this video definitely had huge impact on my productivity levels and even my mental health, to be honest. This thing helped me with overthinking about the future, overthinking about having anxiety, whatever, when it comes to achieving certain things, in a certain timeline. Because I'll, keep it very real with you guys. Very recently, I was reflecting over the fact that time is passing really, really fast. Time is passing very, very fast, and there's just so many things that I want to accomplish, right? And I know for a fact that a lot of people also go through similar, reflections where they think about where they are in life, and they look at how fast time is passing, and they feel this sense of pressure, this sense of discomfort, this sense of anxiety, and they'll start to overthink things and etc. And in situations like these, honestly, some people will escape from this feeling. They will escape from this feeling of discomfort and distress and all that stuff. And there's other people that, sure, they will have that pressure. Sure, they will overthink, right? But they're actually going to face it, come up with a plan, and act on that. And what I'm going to share in this video definitely is going to help you a lot. And it's a very, very, very simple habit, to be honest. And that habit is that every single day, at the end of the day, before you go to bed, I want you to make a list of habits, tasks, or whatever, a list of things that you need to get done tomorrow that are absolutely non-negotiable. And what I mean by that is, these are things that I don't care what you're going through that day. I don't care how tired you are that day or how tired you are tomorrow, right? You can be going through something absolutely crazy. Maybe whatever the case may be, maybe you're just feeling super lazy or whatever. But what I want you to do is make a list of these, you can say these high leverage habits. These things are essentially like a needle mover, needle movers actually, that will only bring you closer to your goal. And what I want you to keep in mind while you do this, right, is that I know it gets very overwhelming when you look at, life from a, when you look at the fact that time is passing really fast, and you look at how, it's gonna pass anyways and all that stuff, it's easy to start to overthink and whatever. But with this habit in place, what it helps with is that you genuinely just focus on today. Straight up. You focus on today, tomorrow. Today, tomorrow. Today, like the way that I see it is that today and tomorrow is like they're connected. I know this is gonna sound weird, but this is how I see it, right? It's like two muscles right? And the thing that kind of connects both of them, think of like two muscles and you have like a tendon or like whatever, like a tendon in between that's connecting those two muscles together. That tendon is just sleep, you know? But I see today and tomorrow as like it's one, right? So you would just focus on today. Think of it as a high quality, well placed brick that you place every single day to build something greater, right? To build a huge mansion or whatever. And that's the goal. But you're focused on that brick. Another way to look at this habit is that every single day, if you genuinely dial it in very, very well, it almost feels like a rep in the gym. And now you think to yourself, okay, I want to have as many high quality reps as I possibly can, right? Does that make sense to you? I want you to look at every single day, not only as a rep, but a rep that it has the proper stretches. You know, there's a long, nice, controlled eccentric and a very nice concentric, a nice squeeze on the way up, you know? Every single day is a rep. You want to squeeze that day, very well. Just focus on that one rep, which is that one day. Focus on that day. And what ends up happening by God's permission is that the anxiety that you were going through about, oh, I have to get this done, and time is passing fast and whatever. Now you'll actually just be more present in the moment. You will see that all the overthinking and whatever is going to genuinely decrease by God's permission. And I'll be honest, man, I've been applying this and it's amazing. It genuinely is, right? So let's say you are someone who's in school and you're stressing about the fact that, the semester is not going as well, or you want that certificate, that degree, or whatever. Instead of overthinking about the bigger picture, right? Just focus on, okay, what can I do today that is high leverage, that's going to bring me closer to my degree, right? So that can be the assignments that you've been slacking off. That can be just going to class and actually focusing, putting your phone away and actually listening to the teacher and take notes. Simple as that. Focus on today. For example, let's say another example is, let's say you are, you're overweight and you want to lose 50 pounds of fat, for example. If you focus on the 50 pounds of fat, you might get overwhelmed. But if I tell you, okay, tomorrow, all I want you to do is to be in a calorie deficit of 300, 500,000 calories, whatever, And I just want you to do that. And I want you to just do that every single day. It's a needle moving habit that is high leverage, which is going to bring you closer to your goal of losing those 50 pounds. And what's actually very interesting about this habit is that you can have a terrible day, and let's say, for example, you accidentally slept in very late because you didn't hear your alarm and whatever, and that's already that already puts you in a bad mood or whatever. At the end of the day, if you simply just do the non-negotiables that you have listed out, you're technically still directionally correct. Bro, I can tell you right now, there's probably people out there, they've achieved great things in life, but they're probably doom scrolling hours a day. But because they did the non-negotiables that they set out, they did the needle movers that they set out, technically they're directionally correct. It's the day is an L, but a W at the same time, which is, I don't know, that's interesting. You know what I mean? Is that the most optimal thing to do? No, it isn't. I don't think that is, because at the end of the day, if you are someone who's striving to become a better version of yourself and you want to become as self-developed and improved as you possibly can, then no, it comes with certain standards. It comes with certain, with a certain mindset that you simply don't compromise. But anyways, brothers, that's pretty much it, to be honest. I'm telling you, apply this ASAP, man. Because I'm telling you, like, I'm a strong believer that you should be closing the time gap between learning and applying. So the moment you learn something, try to close the gap as much as possible when it comes to like actually applying it, right? So apply it ASAP. The moment you learn something, you should rush towards application. So right now you learn something new, rush towards applying it. It can be your school, it can be the gym, it can be, let's say you are an entrepreneur, just apply it. Anyways, if you listen to this entire thing with the intention of benefiting from the video, I appreciate you. That's honestly proof that you are someone who's, somewhat serious about his self-improvement, and I respect that, brother. And as always, take care of yourself.